How we balance Kundalini when we're experiencing an imbalance, and provided it is an imbalance that is it is an imbalance as opposed to it being the symptom of a Kundalini awakening, which can sometimes also look like it is out of balance. So we say it is out of balance if you're experiencing a lot more Kundalini energy than you can handle, or that is beyond your cutting edge. And when this happens, when our consciousness is not at par with the level of energy that a Kundalini awakening has brought upon, it can create a lot of imbalances. Now, how do we go and restore them? When we know that what we're experiencing is not the effect of a Kundalini awakening, but rather it is an effect of a Kundalini awakening that's above and beyond our cutting edge, then how do we then go and restore balance? Now, the key here is to shift the focus from it being beyond our cutting edge, but from it being actually where it needs to be, and looking at it as a gift as opposed to a curse. So what this means is, if your consciousness or your awareness is not where your Kundalini energy is, so that you're experiencing so much more of the energy and you're not able to experience more awake states in which you're aware of all of this, then the first thing you can do is by raising your consciousness to meet this energy at the level at which it is causing this imbalance. So rather than us try to bring the energy back down or to take it down a few notches, let's celebrate that it is beyond our cutting edge, and instead try to bring our consciousness up to where it is. So look at this as a gift that wants to take you to experience more life. It wants to take you to experience more life force, more energy, right? And what does that mean? So if there were things that were hidden inside of us that need to come out, if there are some vrittis inside of us that need to go, right? So if there's any perturbance, if there's anything, what happens, right? It amplifies it and it doubles the energy there. So whatever we were feeling, whatever pain we were feeling, we feel it more, right? Whatever happiness and joy you were feeling, you'll feel it more, which is why some of you might experience so much laughter, and you'll notice that even when you're laughing and when you're smiling and you're joyful, you're at an extreme. So you're really feeling it. You can feel life happening inside of you, all around you, and it is so amplified, right? Now, with this amplification, if we don't have the awareness, and remember, awareness is the mid ground, is the neutral between the extremities of this energy that we're feeling. So between the high and the low lies your awareness, which is what we must bring ourselves to that center. And as long as you're aware and you know that, okay, I'm feeling this a lot more, now how do I deal with it? And one of the other ways of dealing with this, apart from raising your consciousness, is to literally let it be. See where it's going to take you. Dive deeper into it. Don't try to escape it. Don't try to run away from it. Embrace it, right? Embracing it is one of the most difficult things to do, because it is scary to embrace the unknown. It is scary to embrace what we don't know is the end point of. So how am I going to embrace something when I don't know what it is, when I don't know where it's taking me, right? How about joining in with the adventure and finding out, where is this thing going to take me? And this is where raising your consciousness is so important, in order for you to really experience the magnitude of such an awakening. Now, a lot of us, when we embrace it and we don't come back down from it, right? A lot of us will go on to become gurus, spiritual teachers, spiritual leaders, when we have experienced the magnitude of this wonderful awakening. Now, the other way of bringing yourself to a place where you can function, if one of your imbalances is that you're unable to function normally, right? And you know there'll be a new normal now for you. So it won't be you doing the things that you were doing before, but even if you are doing certain things, because you're that much more connected, it's going to feel a little different, right? So if you're doing little things like you're still going to the office and you're still meeting people, you still have the normal things like school runs to go and do, you will feel more open to different energies. But what's going to keep you in your center all the time? Your awareness, right? Now, as long as you have your awareness, it's going to take you places that you've never been before, because we literally free fall into this. And then we come on to the next point, which is meditation. Now, when I say meditation, it doesn't mean that you sit, you chant, or you close your eyes, or you open your eyes, or you do all sorts of things. No. To meditate is basically for you to disengage with an outward expression of your senses, whether it is them experiencing an intake or an expression outwardly, right? So there's no sensory perception within or without. So you're not experiencing either one of them. So you're disengaging from the outer world and literally going back in. And it might simply be that you're still carrying on with your work day to day. You're doing whatever it is that you're doing, your chores, or attending to your duties, or attending to whatever responsibilities you have. But right, you're doing it without engaging, you're doing it without involvement for that amount of time that it takes you to come back to your center, right? Or you can do it the other way, which is for you to find a space where you start your day with the 2 hour meditation, or 1 hour, or 20 minutes, whatever it takes. Now, the more you're able to sit in this meditation, and I don't mean physically sitting, I mean that that's the stance you're taking. That's what we mean in yoga. Your asana, it does not mean a physical posture, but it means the stance that you're taking, your stance, where you stand, right? The point from which you begin to experience, and you bring yourself into your center. Now, those are a few pointers for you to carry on balancing your Kundalini. Lots of love, carry on, and see you soon.